Narratives are written to tell a story. Fiction, adventure, and mystery stories are some examples of narrative styles. Grammatical features that are often seen in narratives are things like specific characters, simple present tense, abstract nouns, and figurative language. While the structure of a narrative is often broken up into three sections: the introduction, that describes things like the setting, time, place, and characters of your narrative; the complication, that introduces the problem of your narrative; and the resolution, that resolves the problem of your narrative. Though a narrative is the telling of your story, meaning you can tell it however you like. The Adventures of Ellie the Elephant, Adventure; Planet Zorg and the Attack of the Green Aliens, Fiction; and The Curious Case of the Missing Chocolate, Mystery, are all examples of narratives. Let's check out The Curious Case of the Missing Chocolate. See if you can spot some of the grammatical features of this narrative and recognise its structure. It was lunchtime on the final day of school for the year, when a terrifying scream was heard from the classroom. The students rushed to the scene. "It's gone! All gone!" the students cried. The children looked on in horror. The enormous collection of chocolate for their end-of-year party had disappeared. "Who did this?" their teacher, Miss Hazelnut, demanded as she entered the room. There was silence from her students. Everyone was suddenly a suspect. "I will investigate this case for you, Miss Hazelnut," said one of her students, Henry Winters, "and identify the culprit for you to discipline." Detective Winters began searching the room for clues as Miss Hazelnut and the other students watched on closely. Whoever stole the chocolate must have done so at lunchtime, Detective Winters thought to himself. "Ah, my first clue," said Detective Winters. "It was Rebecca's jacket surrounded by chocolate crumbs." "Rebecca," the young detective said chillingly, "is this not your jacket? Were you not inside this very classroom at the time our great chocolate hoard was stolen?" questioned the detective. "No," replied Rebecca. "I played basketball with you at lunchtime, remember? I left my jacket inside, but I did see Colin entering the classroom when I left." Detective Winters turned sharply to Colin. As he did, he noticed Colin's reading glasses were broken and draped in chocolate sauce. "Colin," Detective Winters barked, his eyes now cold as ice. "Why were you here in the classroom all alone at lunchtime? Hungry, were you?" "I had detention, Detective Winters," Colin replied innocently, "but I was let out early to join in the basketball game. I left my glasses here because they are my reading glasses. I don't need them to score on you, Detective." "What's this I see?" the detective suddenly said. Lying on the carpet in a pool of spilt chocolate sauce was a key. Who did this key belong to? Detective Winters pondered, but he knew the criminal would never own up to it. It was then he realised how to solve this curious case. It was not who the key belonged to right now, but what it unlocked. He tried opening the students' lockers with the mystery key, hoping to see a great treasure chest of chocolate. He tried the windows, and finally, he tried the classroom door, but all without success. "I don't get it," Detective Winters sighed. "This key doesn't unlock anything in this room," he said in disbelief. "Aha!" he then shouted suddenly. "This key doesn't unlock anything in this room because this is a car key." "To the parking lot," the detective decreed. The students and Miss Hazelnut rushed to the parking lot, where Detective Winters was attempting to unlock the teachers' cars, one by one, with the chocolate-infused key. "Stop this instant!" screamed Miss Hazelnut. "You can't just go around vandalising teachers' cars. That's a crime," she squeaked. But the detective ignored his teacher. He sought justice only. Just then he approached the final car in the lot, and it was then he saw it. "Miss Hazelnut, how could you?" the detective exclaimed, his teacher suddenly a blubbering mess. "It all makes sense to me now," the detective revealed to Miss Hazelnut and the shocked onlookers. "When we were all outside playing, you stole our kingdom of chocolate and sought to hide it in your car. But as you ran for the door, you tripped on Rebecca's jacket, landing on Colin's glasses and breaking them. The chocolate flew wildly from your grasp, staining Rebecca's jacket, Colin's glasses, and the carpet in deliciousness." "But what about the scream we heard?" queried Rebecca. The detective continued. "The scream we heard was one of fear when Miss Hazelnut slipped and fell. Knowing her scream would draw a crowd, she got up and rushed to her car, chocolate in hand. But in her panic, she didn't realise her car key had slipped out of her pocket when she fell. So she stashed the goods on top of her car, hoping to wait out the school day, then drive away to chocolatey freedom," Detective Winters said triumphantly. "And with that, fellow students and disgraced teachers," the detective said, "the curious case of the missing chocolate is closed." Chocolate, anyone? Now you know how to write a narrative, so good luck and happy writing with Writestyler, writing made fun.